One of the hardest truths to accept is this. Sometimes parents love their children unequally. One receives warmth, pride, and praise. The other receives less. For the child left in the shadow, this feels like rejection at the deepest level. Not of actions, but of existence itself. To be less loved by those who gave you life seems unbearable. And yet, philosophy teaches us that even this wound can be faced with strength. A Stoic does not deny pain, but he learns to rise above it, turning sorrow into discipline and injustice into wisdom. 1. What is within our control? We cannot control how our parents distribute their love. Their preferences, their blindness, their decisions, these belong to them. To struggle against this is to fight the tide. But what lies within our control is how we respond. Do we allow their favoritism to define us? Or do we define ourselves through virtue and reason? The unequal love of parents does not determine the worth of a soul. A parent's weakness and affection is not evidence of your inferiority. It is a mirror of their limitation. The Stoic remembers, we are harmed not by what happens, but by the judgment we place upon it. 2. Seeing human weakness. Favoritism often feels like cruelty, but it usually springs from blindness, not malice. Parents are not gods. They are human beings shaped by culture, personality, and their own unhealed wounds. They may favor the child who resembles them more or the one who obeys more easily. This is not justice, but it reveals their imperfection, not your inadequacy. To see this clearly removes some of the sting. Their divided love reflects their weakness, not your worth. 3. The training ground of the less loved. If you were less loved, you have been given a harsher training ground. You must learn to walk without the constant support of praise. You must build inner strength where others rely on external approval. This is difficult, but it is also powerful. Life has placed before you the chance to discover independence of spirit, to realize, I am not defined by who loves me more or less. I am defined by my character, my choices, and my courage. 4. Rewriting the story. Bitterness repeats a single story. I was unloved. I was rejected. I was the shadow. Philosophy invites a new story. I was tested more harshly, but I became stronger. I was denied equal affection, but I learned that true worth is self-made. I was forced into independence, and in that, I discovered freedom. The pain does not vanish, but the meaning changes, and meaning is within our power. 5. Forgiveness and freedom. Forgiveness here does not mean pretending favoritism never happened. It means refusing to let it chain your heart. To forgive is to declare, your unequal love will not rule my spirit. This does not demand closeness or blind reconciliation. Forgiveness is for you. It is the act of releasing hatred so you can live free of the poison of resentment. 6. Choosing the higher path. The unloved child has the chance to become the just parent, the fair friend, the compassionate human being who does not repeat the cycle of inequality. Where you were given division, you can give wholeness. Where you were denied, you can grant freely. This is the higher inheritance, not their flawed affection, but the opportunity to live differently. 7. The final truth. You are not the lesser child. You are not the measure of your parents' favoritism. You are a rational being capable of virtue, courage, and justice. This is your true worth. When you anchor yourself in this truth, the shadow of unequal love loses its power. Parents may love unevenly, but you can live evenly. Steady, strong, whole. Conclusion. Yes, it wounds deeply when parents love another child more. But their limitation need not define you. What they withheld in love, you can build in strength. What they divided, you can unify within yourself. To rise above favoritism is not to forget it, but to transform it. You are not condemned to live as the child who was less loved. You are free to live as the person who loves without measure. And in that freedom lies the victory of the Stoic spirit.